double see. Perfect. I'm pretty sure I'm live. So let me just double check. I'm waiting, making sure that there we go. I'm live. Hi, hello. So we're just gonna wait a little bit until everybody shows up. I like not everybody, but I can see you guys. But so I'm just going to check that I'm working, and I should lower the volume. There you go. So now we're working. So let me just double check that I have everything that I need. Okay. So everyone. Hi, Kelly. So I see like we have some Kelly's been waiting for us. Thank you for waiting for us. Like I said, we're just going to give it a few minutes until I believe Heather is going to be helping us today. And yes, I look like a fright. I do. So we'll talk about everything in the next hour and a half that we're together and what we're creating, because you guys know that it's a little bit insane. So hi Heather. You see Heather's here behind the scenes. So hello everyone, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. Just in case you guys don't know me, or if you know me, let me get reintroduced. My name is Nathalie D'Souza. I'm part of the video design team for Pink Fresh Studio. And I am so glad you guys are here. Welcome. If it's your first time, let us know. If you've been here before, then welcome back. As always, let us know where you're watching us from, because we're nosy and we'd like to see how far we read. As always, thank you, Heather. She'll be the one, answering questions in case I miss them. Remember, once I flip the camera, it'll be hard for me to be looking at, also the computer. So a few things we're going to touch, before we move on into creating the project is, remember, there's a sale going on. Today is the last day for the Labor Day sale. And I think it's 15% of the store. So make sure you check it out. Welcome, Lori. Hopefully I don't disappoint you, so be sure to check, the store today. Like I said, today is the last day for the sale. It's 15% off for Labor Day. I just got an email that I think is also the last day to sign for the connect and create holiday for the scrapbooking event for the Christmas one, the holiday one. I think it's today or tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure that Heather will give you that information or give you the link. If you have signed in, then yay. I haven't signed in yet because I've been stressed out of my mind. But if you haven't, today, like I said, the last day, yes, I look like, I have to go cut my hair right after I hang up with you guys, I'll be cutting my hair. So that tells you why. And it's really humid here in Toronto. It rains and it's like really crappy weather. So the hair stayed up because of that. So, and then tomorrow there's a new sale. I'm going to tell you about that, because then tomorrow, but be sure to check the shop. Now, the one last thing before we move on to the project is, remember, if you comment and, throughout the live, or you share this, Heather will pick up a winner at the end of the live for a $15 gift certificate to the shop. And I'm going to tell you what's coming in September: the new inks, the storage stuff. So you want to have money for that. Save your pennies, because what is coming is pretty. So I am going to flip the camera. I think we have a few more, so we're going to give it another minute or two. Remember that you guys are watching. There's a bit of a delay between what you're watching and what I am looking at. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to split my what's his name? My feed, so I can make sure to know, what are you guys watching and what, you guys are seeing. So, you guys, if you guys been with me before, then you guys know that I tend to spill a lot of things about my life. And, so we're going to talk about my life. Well, I talk about trips, because that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to use the tourist mode collection to create a project. And I have the idea. I cut one thing ahead of time because like I said, I have the idea. And that's as far as it goes. And it's not because, I don't have the ideas. It's just, in order for me to go on a trip, as soon as I finish with you guys, I'll go cut my hair, and I'm signing off social media until the 20th. Okay. So in order for me to do that, I had to do a lot of work ahead to have the time off. It's, so it is going to be fun. So I'm going to flip the camera right now, and then we are going to get started. You see, and that's what I'm saying. So let me it just takes one button for me. And there we go. So let me get up, drink some water. Hello, everyone. I see Jane. I see the Sherry. So I think I see quite a few of you. My apologies if I don't answer your questions. Remember that I am looking down on my page. I'm gonna angle my laptop so I can see the questions on the side on my side view. But it might be a little bit tough, but I'm not ignoring you. So today we're going to be working with the tourist mode collection. And last week I worked a project that had multiple pictures, and I think I'm going to create something similar with a little bit of a larger picture. So you're going to see that everything that I'm using is already in the description of this video. So you can go ahead and check it out. So I'm using pretty much the entire collection and a few dies. And I'm going to, my idea was picking up a little bit on this month's challenge, which is all about layering. So I want to give you an idea for adding pictures in a fun way. So let's get started. So let me just move this here out of the way. I have white cardstock here, which is going to be our base. So let me just pull it out. That's going to be the base of our layout. Just keep it a bit clean because you guys know that my table is magical. Likes to eat up stuff. So I have quite a few things here. Let me just start by cutting up the barcode. And I was about to yell, and I just realized that my dog is sitting underneath my table, and I just stepped on his paw. But he's so old. He just turned 13. He's like out like lightning. So all I heard is like him shake his leg, and he keeps sleeping. So God bless his soul. So I'm just trimming my barcode here. So I have my base. Let's move the stuff so you guys don't see the mess that's happening behind it. And I have a few pictures. So I have, this is my daughter, 2015. This is one of the trips we took to Ecuador. We're going back tomorrow. So that's where I'm from. So my idea is I want to, we always have requests, or I always have people ask me, how can you add multiple pictures in a layout? Well, first thing, you got to make them smaller. Just you're going to give it more breathing space onto your pages. So making them smaller, it's always a good thing. Okay, if you have a 4x6, which is pretty much the equivalent of this, then it takes up a lot of space and it looks very crowded. But if you make them smaller, there's quite a few apps that you can use, editing apps that will help you with that. If you use your phone, especially if you're using your phone, there's quite a few that you can use. So, like that's what my first tip, make the picture smaller. So you're gonna see, even have different what would you call them? Directions of the picture. So I have some portrait and I have a landscape. This is all right at the equator, which is the line that divides the world in two. It happens to pass through the capital of Ecuador, and that's where we get the name from. So so that's literally, that's where the line is at. So you see, that's the line. The line happens to be right there, and she's standing in between the two. So my idea is I want to have them here, kind of like this. So you're thinking, how am I going to tie this together? Well, like I said, I like multiple pictures, but I want to give them some breathing space. So my idea is, going with the layering theme, is actually create pieces of paper and kind of hang your picture layering pieces behind it. Okay, so let's find a paper that is going to be a good background. And I'm going to take you through my entire thinking process. So you have so you see how we build layouts. I kind of like this look. My daughter's wearing purple, so this is going to work really well. And I want something that's a little bit more on the solid side of things so that everything is going to stand out. I like this. You see how the pictures kind of pop out. So I'm thinking that's a good one. The other one that I was considering, and I just put it on the side, it's this one here. But I think if I use this, I'm going to talk you through it. It's not a bad one. Actually, it's not bad either. So, but I kind of like the blue. I think things are going to pop more on the blue. Let's consider it. So before we do the cuts, it's between these two. And they're very solid, so they make it for a good background. And especially because I'm going to layer pieces on top of it, it's going to make it for a really good foundation or an anchor for your things. Okay, so those are our two choices. We have our three pictures. Like I said, I am thinking maybe something like this. I don't know. Well, like, ideas are floating in my head. They're always floating in my head. I went to bed late last night, and I heard my husband go, "Can you please sleep?" And I'm going, oh, hi Jane. I won't be here. I'm away. Like I said, as soon as I finish this, I'll be shutting off social media because I'll be away until the 21st. So, like, I'll be here. Okay. So what I've done ahead of time, and I did this ahead of time because I used my big machine, my big die cutting machine for this. I am using, and you're gonna see that I kept it here. The wraparound element. I used the one that looks like literally like you have pieces wrapped around something. You're gonna see that I cut quite a few of this out of heavy white cardstock. I use 100-pound hammer mill covered copy. Is that what the name? Heather will probably it's not, correct me on this. It's the one we use for foiling. I use it pretty much for everything. So like I said, this is the only thing that I did ahead of time. The rest we're gonna do it live. Okay. And I cut quite a few of this because literally I am going to hang things off this. Okay. So let me just clean up, and don't put this away. If you have this, don't put it away because we might use the little bowl that comes here. Even though like the collection is like, I'm not gonna say that it's masculine, but it's very like modern, very like graphic. Then you can add touches to make it a little bit on the feminine side, and that's what I'm saying. Don't put it away because I'm gonna use this little bowl in a little bit. So set this to the side, and I just realized that I forgot something to bring, but I'll take 2 seconds to go get them. So I have my little, let me just peel them off. So I cut this, I think around 7 or 8. Because of course I'm gonna layer, but I'm gonna show you the idea. So I'm just taking off the negative pieces. So my idea, going back, move this out of the way. I have my little wraparound element. It's literally, I wanna get here. Think of it as creating a little vignette. Is that the right word? I believe so. So I probably will hang something from here. Okay. Now we go into the other one. There you go. Yeah, I use the same, like the header says, I use it pretty much for everything. I love that. I think I have a ream of it, and as soon as I see it on Amazon, I buy it. My husband must think that I'm nuts because I keep buying cardstock, but it is a good one, let me tell you. So this is my idea. And it's okay if I have a few because I think I might have to improvise with some of this, okay? So I'm just gonna play with this. So let's see. I think I wanna put this one here. We're gonna make it hang somehow. This one most likely will go, let's see, here like this. I think I wanna go with the other picture. Here. The only thing that while I'm looking at this is, do I wanna make it all in a straight line? So let me just mull over that for 2 seconds. The other one here. So you really see that I'm going with like a kind of hanging stuff look for my page. Like I said, let me just, if I were to just put them all in a straight line, I could do that. Actually, I like that better. Something about my OCD is telling me put the things on a straight line. So my brain is telling me, kind of straighten them up. So I think you see more or less where I'm going. So I think I need to give it something to make this pop. That's what pattern paper is going to come into play. So I have, remember, going back to where we said at the beginning, I have this one. This is option 1. And now that you see this, so let's get started on this. So I'm going to literally gonna glue 2 of them together. So my pictures are around shy of 3x4, a little bit smaller. I this time around when I printed them, I gave them like a big wide border, so I knew that I can make them a little bit smaller. So they're a little bit smaller than 3x4s, just in case you're wondering. So all I'm doing right now is just adding glue to the back of my die cuts just to make them a little bit thicker. I like it's an optional step. I like doing that. It just makes the die cut a little bit sturdier. Especially, because we're gonna add things to it, and I want to add a little bit of dimension to this. So I have one. Let's go with the next one. Let's clean up my desk because it's driving me already insane. So I'm gonna go take my time with this. So how you guys doing now that summer? Okay, are you guys like, if you guys are mostly in North America, I don't know what part of like the US or Canada, but this week here in Toronto, oh my God, poor kids. I feel bad for my nephew. He went back to school on Tuesday and his school doesn't have air conditioning. It was like, it's been hell, like so hot. We got to like almost 40. It's humid. Yesterday it rained. Last night it rained here in Toronto. And right now it's humid again, and it's like kind of grayish, which is, and it always like usually when it's the first, like, what we call Indian summer, usually when we go back to school, the weather tends to be a little bit on the cooler side, but no, not this time around, it's not, it's been really hot. And like my nephew, God bless his soul, a couple weeks ago, he fell off the slide and actually cracked his eyebrow open. He did not get stitches, but he got glue. So the doctor said, he cannot get he cannot go outside and play. He cannot, all the things. You cannot get wet. So imagine the poor kid, like he's sweating buckets at school, and now he cannot even give him. I think it's this week he can finally take like a proper bath. I feel so bad for my sister because she said, I don't know, Natalie, he's starting to look a little bit dirty side. He goes, I keep cleaning him, but I don't know. I'm like, join the club. My son did something similar, but always, I don't know how you live in Florida. I feel for you. If you like, don't get me wrong, if you like the heat and that's that's your jam, good for you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've been very vocal about the fact that I do not like the heat. I love fall. I love winter. I do like the snow. It's just personal choice, even though I come from a country that people consider tropical, but it's not really. It's like, it's beautiful. So here we go. We have our little pieces together. Just by gluing them two together, it makes it sturdier. So you're going to see it's not like, look at this. It just like kind of flops. This one a little bit like, sturdier. So it's easier to work with. So let's set this up. And it's okay if I leave space here, then I give me space for my title. That's what I'm thinking. See this here. So you guys see more or less what I'm going for. Yeah, I like this. So see, in the glue, it's like here. So let's clean it up. So now it's just a matter of deciding what paper we're gonna put. So I have this one here, and the name is Travelogue, which I think will be a great idea. So let's just do one last pass. Pretty much it's cut to the size that I wanted. So again, see, I'm cleaning and I'm moving. And I have all the little pieces of glue. So this is my idea, more or less. 1, 2, and 3. And I want it like that. Like, I don't want like a lot of paper. Oh, you're from Portugal? My husband is Portuguese. We haven't been there yet, like me and him, but he's from the Azores. He's from Flores. So, he's from a tiny little island in the Azores. So I like that. I like this color, but I think I want to make it a little bit more vibrant. So I think I'm like leaning towards the blue a lot more. So let's just give it one last try before we commit. So we're in the process of auditioning paper. Once we finish the audition, then we have to go into committing. Okay? It's like any good relationship. Same with paper. Okay, so we have one. I was born in Lisbon, but lived there. Oh, my family, my husband's godmother and like his cousins live. Well, one lives in Lisbon, the other one lives in the Azores. Still, his aunt and uncle live in the Azores. So there you go. So you see how this makes a difference? Just by having the light blue, it just the colors, because they're like kind of muted, they just pop a little bit more. So I like this one instead of the kind of khaki one that I was looking at. Oh, the Azores is beautiful. Yes, it is. You know, so I like this. Like I said, I don't want to cut, like I don't want the paper to go from top of the page to the bottom of the page. I'm gonna kind of make it a little bit smaller so that it's framed in the page. So where did I put it? Let's get started with this. So I'm gonna take my cardstock out of the way. We're gonna measure how long this is. Pretty much it's gonna give us the size of the paper. So I have my thing here. So this is around 6 3/4, 6.5. Let's just make sure. Yeah, so 6 3/4, 6 3/4. So we have the stuff ready. Let's clean up so we can move it. Okay. So it doesn't really matter which way you go. Thinking what will work better. So this way. I'm gonna cut it this way. With the rhomboids being narrower widthwise. The orientation of the paper has the rhomboids, or the design being wider being wider. I want them to be narrower. So I'm gonna cut a 6.5-inch strip from here. I'm gonna commit to that let's make it 6.5. Okay. So I'm going to guesstimate, I'm gonna say around an 11-inch by 6.5. Clip this. There we go. So this is gonna be the base of our layer. Here we go. Clean up. Page. Like I said, don't stress that you have all this empty space. We're gonna build a lot here. Then that's gonna give you space for a title. Gonna give you space for your lines of journal. This layer most likely will go to my sisters, to my daughter's album, so she's able to write whatever she wants on it. So I gotta give her space for that. So I'm just pulling the pieces that I have ready. And we're gonna set this up. So you're gonna see how this is framed within my layout. Okay. So let's just set this up, and don't worry if like there's pieces. Okay, so we're gonna go. See, on this one, because I don't want this monument to be like covered, I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be here, so that I can kind of slant it a bit like that. This one, I'm okay if it goes here, but I think I gotta move them down. Okay, and then the last one, zigzag it. Okay. What if I move this here? Flip it. Then I put this one, flip it again like that, right here. I don't mind that. So I like that. Trying to read your comments. Sorry, I'm drinking water. I have to talk for an hour and a half, so I got to drink water every so often. So I like what that looks like. It gives some movement. Kind of my favorite thing, a zigzag on my page. Now, we're not gonna commit to anything until we have all the pieces together. So like I said, we're talking about a layer look for this. So when you consider traveling, what are some of the things that usually come to mind when you travel? Are tickets, are tags, luggage tags. So we're going to So you're gonna work on like creating those pieces for us. So we have stuff that we can use from here, and I have to wait. Okay, so there's quite a few things that we're gonna. So we play with all these things. So I have for this, I have the basic level frames die set. And I also brought this one because I actually do like it a lot. This is the shaker tag book. And we used this last week, like last time I was live to create slide frames. I think this time around, I'm actually going to cut tags. So I'm thinking that if I cut tags and like, but then it won't, I don't have a tag for this. So let me just see before I, get all crazy and all excited about stuff and like, make you cut things. Whoa. Okay. Bing, bing, bing idea on my brain. Like I said, I have the idea on my brain. All I'm thinking is, do I want to cut a tag or do I just, I'm going to leave the picture just as is. But I don't want this piece. I want something a little bit smaller. I want the pictures to be like, what is it? I want the pictures to be the focal point of this. So I want something a little bit smaller. So I'm thinking this will be great for this. Okay. I'm thinking this one will be good for this. I have little pieces here too. Let's go back to this one. So like I said, I'm thinking about tags and things that will look good. So I'm thinking something like this. And then we're gonna mix it up. So we have like pieces from the collection that actually will work great here too. Okay. Loving your desk. Oh, you said my design. Oh, thank you. I was thinking my desk. I was like, you don't want to see my desk. My desk is a mess, but thank you. So you see what I'm going for. So it's not just that piece. We're gonna add quite a few pieces. So we're gonna get started with the cutting. So let's just move this out of the way. And you're gonna see that I'm not gluing anything because if I'm brave enough, I might like thread things through the through the pieces here. So right now we're just gonna set it to the side. We're gonna pull out my 6x6, which I have right here. Just trying to make sure that I don't lose pieces as I move stuff around. So I have my 6x6 here, and you're gonna see that I've used, it's a well-loved 6x6. I have my little die cutting machine here and my kilk blade. So let's start with this one. So I'm going to set it here on the side so you can see. So let's find a paper that will look good there. So I have pieces left over from other projects. Okay. Remember, this is going to go, I can put it towards the back of this and just have it sticking out or at the front. So that's what I said. We're going to look around for papers that work for us. So I'm just looking at what we have. I have quite a bit. So let's start with, let's see. See, I am going to pull this up, piece of paper up. And I had the little taggy thing. So now I'm going to cut it from here. So let's go there. And I don't know if I need to cut at least 2 of each. So I'm going to cut. I think I'm going to use this paper to cut at least 1 piece. So where did I put the plate? I don't know if you guys can hear the I think I mentioned before, it's Toronto and I think everywhere, like before you hit the winter or I think it's still getting cold, there's construction happening. And I feel bad for these poor people because they're being like, we have in our parking lot, our the basement parking lot changed completely. So these poor guys have been working the entire summer, and that was great because the summer was great weather and stuff like that. So you see what I'm working with? So we need to create a perforation here. I'm just gonna put the 3 that I'm working with. There is such thing as, oh, this just cuts. Okay, so don't use this because I'm gonna create a huge hole. I just realized that. But you know what? I do like this. This cuts the whole thingy. So I'm gonna cut it out of, I just saw a white cardstock. I have it here. I have it handy, so I'm gonna cut it out of white cardstock. So let me just trim here a piece. And I just punch the hole. And might as well cut a few. So let's be brave and cut a few of them at once. I'm gonna cut 2. I'm gonna keep it white. Let's put it through here. See? Okay. So they're like, if you hear like noise or anything like that, it's just the poor guys are like, trying to break the concrete for the basement. So I have this. So I think it'll be great like that. You see it? And I'm gonna have my second one ready here. So there we go. And I'll just punch the hole. So I'm just looking at where this will go. So I think I wanna go maybe here. Don't worry, we're gonna add more pieces to it. And where's the other piece there? Trying to make sure that this comes off. Let me find the pokey thingy, also known as a pencil. Okay, so I like how that's going. So let's see what else do we have. I like this tag. I want to cut. I don't know if I want to cut the same paper. I want to give it something different. These are okay. One is going to be at the front, one is going to go in the back. So I know that I can layer stuff here. Let's go with something that I can layer at the top. So because there's a lot of blue, I'm thinking that I need to go with something. You're going to see that I have pieces left over from other projects. Oh, this paper. I'm saying, oh, this paper, and I even pull it out. Like I said, my 6x6 is well loved. I'm thinking most likely we'll go on the back. So let's see if I can. Let me find this. Have the 12x12. So I am going to cut this. I'm gonna be intentional about where I place my die cut. So I know that I want this, so I have to remember this. Or I will probably go to like, so I have to be intentional about where I'm putting. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this piece. So let me go here. Yeah, you like anytime you get a collection and there is the chance that you can get a 6x6, always get the 6x or the smaller, like paper pad. In this case, the 6x6, because this you have the exact same designs in a smaller scale, which is great because you can make them. When you have a smaller scale, usually it tends to be a little bit more solid, or the design is smaller if you do mini books or just to back spaces. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. So you're gonna see that this one's a bit on the busy side, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, so thinking that I can do this. So you guys see what my idea is. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that when I layer things, I don't cover face. That's one of the things you have to keep in mind. Maybe it's a people mind, you have to make sure that you don't cover faces, that you're careful on how you layer things. Still, you're gonna need something else here. Now, one of the things you gotta keep in mind is where you're gonna layer. So we're gonna talk about all those things. Okay, so for now, it gives you an idea of that. Okay, so let's keep building. So you need something else there. You need something smaller. Let's see what do we have here. See, I kind of like this blue piece. That is more of a neutral. So we'll probably thread it to the top. I don't want to lose the, remember this? Kind of like that. So let's just. That's why we haven't glued anything in place. You see what I'm going for? Okay, so that gives you an idea. It's gonna need something behind the picture there. So I'm gonna find another tag. So I'm gonna cut one tag out of this design so that I have something that marries all of these together. Okay, so let me find that paper. See, I told you, like, just have patience with me. I'm gonna walk you through the entire thing. And so this is from my 12 by 12. I used it for another project, so I have the larger. But this is a great idea for multiple pictures. Start with making them smaller. There's, if you want to go for larger pictures, that's fine. Just keep in mind that you probably get 2 in this design and you will need something a little bit larger to layer with. So, something just flashed on my computer. I'm trying to see who it is. Here we go. You would like a tutorial how to make an envelope without an envelope maker. Is that like a challenge, Heather? So here we go. We're going to layer this behind it. So we're going to put it kind of like this. You got to consider how it's going to sit. So the picture is going to sit there. Okay. So you see what it looks like? I'm going to move it to the right a bit so you see it. Okay. So first one there. Okay. So that's the idea. I see I'm layering pieces. You have a focal point. I have space to add another embellishment. You have breathing space. It doesn't look clustered. It doesn't look cluttered. So that's the main thing. It doesn't look cluttered. So that's a good thing. So we're going to move that to the right, to the left. Brain is not working today. And we're going to keep working on our design. So here, because a lot of the stuff is sitting on the, here, I'm going to have to play with the picture a little bit because I think I want to make sure that I balance it. So that means that large cluster, like, remember, I have all this space here. I might have to move it to this side. So we're going to cut the pieces and then we're going to play with it, okay? I know that I don't want this. It's going to be maybe too big, but I'm going to use these 3D signs, like at least, like, 2 of them. So I have this one. I think I need either this one. I don't want something that big. I don't want it to overtake the picture. So I'm going to use this design again. So let's find a paper that will work with this. Like I said, the idea popped in my mind last night. And like I said, my husband is like, can you sleep? And I was like, he thought I was like excited because of the trip. And I am, I'm going to go spend time with my family. I like this paper. I had leftover from previous project. I like it. Again, be intentional of how you cut your paper. I want to make sure that I cut it so that the pattern reads like this. So I'm going to center there. I can go like this too, but I like it. I like the part, that design there better. So I'm going to place it. So right there, I might need a little bit of washi tape to keep it in place. Sorry, I just have to take 2 steps to the side to find the washi tape. Without the tool. You can do an envelope without the tools. Okay, you know what? Tracy, you need it to make an envelope for your cards or just for a layout? That, let me know. Because if it's for a layout, then I can work on an idea for a layout. But if it's for a card, I'm sure you can make it a square. Like, don't you just cut a piece of paper and start folding it? And I lost my place. So I'm talking, trying to find it, and you're gonna see me go nuts because I don't know where I put it. So if you see it, shout it out to me because I don't see it. My poor 6x6 is like killed. Where did I put the plate? Did you guys see it? Wouldn't it be okay? Wouldn't it be easy to just cut a piece of paper and then like kind of a square and then like just kind of start folding on top of the card? I would try with try with a piece of copy paper until you get the right, like put the card there and start folding the paper. And then once you worked out, cut it, and then you have kind of a template. There we go. I know, you guys see what I'm thinking. See, my brain has like 1 too many tabs open. Trust me. Again, I have my piece here. And I need to cut the white, like the white hole here. But so just you see it. A little pop of green there. I'm gonna move it. But I have the feeling that I might have to put it on the other side. I don't know yet. But for now, I like the pop of green. I'm going to cut the whole white for this. Because I don't want to forget, there's things that I don't want to forget. Because you just saw me forget where I put it, and it was right next to my phone on the right. Yeah, I would say take a piece of like copy paper and put your card right on the center and start folding. And you might have to cut the paper, then you'll see where you have extra and stuff like that. That's the way that I would do it for scrapbooking layout based on the picture. So this will go here. Yeah, I'm loving this, how this looking. Now we're gonna find a piece of ephemera or a cardstock sticker, or there's still a whole bunch of stuff that we can layer. So, but for now, we're just going to look at the cardstock sticker. Because it's great that I want to die cut all of this, but I also have to finish this project. So I think maybe this happy place actually is something that contrasts that. Maybe the what an adventure, because they bring some of the yellow from the top. And my friend Esther is not here. She loves yellow. So I think I might go with that. So I'm just gonna pull it out so you see it. So probably put it over there, punch a hole and do it. So there we go. So now we gotta work about this one. Again, I'm going to bring the tag again because it's a larger picture. Just finding the paper. So where's my beautiful 6x6? Let's clean up the mess. Let's see. Again, let's stay with the blue and the greens because they're gonna layer it behind. I know that much. I'm actually gonna go with this side here. Because it's gonna bring some of the green and some of the blue and some of the white. So I'm gonna use, I think it's too much pattern as it looks a lot like the grid. So I'm gonna use this. And again, I'm saying too much pattern, but once you see it, you understand. So even though it's camping, still trips, I'm gonna be smart where I place it. So I'm gonna go right here. Or the still. Let's go right here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. See, we're gonna put it here. I cut this piece. So I think I need at least 3 elements in each one of my little, hanging spots. It's very cliche the way I'm saying it, but it's true, So I'm thinking that I want to layer this behind this. Sort of like this. And I might, for now, we're going to leave it there. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to cut another one. I'm going to go with this ticket again. So let me just find a paper that will work for this. I have the one that ties it. I need to find something that has a bit of yellow. So let me find something that has a bit of yellow to pop here. I could go with this. I think I'm going to cut this one here. Okay, so let me just cut it here. You like the collection? I love this collection. My friend Geraldine Tsai, she's from Vancouver. She designed this collection. And if you don't know who she is, check on Instagram in a creative bubble. That's her store. She creates beautiful stuff. She's created quite a few collections for Pinterest Studio, and they're usually some of my favorites. So even though I love flowers and I love butterflies and all things beautiful and soft, I kind of love the graphic design of this. Maybe I just love Pinterest Studio way too much. Maybe that's what it is, So I'm just setting this up. Here we have another piece. I think this is going to bring the enough yellow that I'm looking for. So I'm trying not to lose my pieces here on the side. Yeah, you see this brings a bit of the yellow. I need to camouflage it with something else because it's quite a bit. So that's when, find things like this. But that looks very farmy, and there's nothing farm about that place. But we'll find stuff. There's tons of these. There's tons. Okay, so I think I'm done with die cutting. I think. Well, not really, but for my pieces for now, I think I'm done. I'm not gonna put it like away. I'm just gonna set it to the side in case, you know, I decide that something's missing. So I'm gonna even put that away. So let's move it to the side here. Bring it back to the center. Sorry, I just took a drink of water. My apologies on that. So now we're going to start threading. Oh my God, there's a wasp inside my house. We're gonna start threading the pieces through the layout, just so you see what, like, you know, it's gonna look like. And like, remember, like I said, I was thinking of using the bow from here, which I think I might not, because it might overtake. See, it's a little bit too much. I don't know. Let's cut one, you know? What are we here for? Let's cut one. Because if this doesn't go, then I have to run to my, what is it? My little drawer over there to pull up some pins. But let's see. So I'm gonna cut one out of white cardstock. But let's see. If it doesn't work, it might not work. It might just be, it might be overwhelming for, like, you know, what I have. But I think it's a way of softening the layout. Like I said before, it's for my daughter. She is a girl after all, and things hang off, you know, places, but they need a way to tie them into place. So I thought that the bow will be a great idea for that. Let me move the stuff to the side. There we go. Gonna clean up the pieces from here. It's right here. Taking the negative pieces out of it. So and I'm using my little die cutting machine, and that usually needs a little bit extra pressure. And I forgot to bring the shim. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of what is the word? Fussy cutting. Just the inside of this piece is not coming up, and I don't want to, like, you know, end up ripping up the die cut. So I'm just doing a little bit of work. Nothing wrong with my die, just my die cutting machine doesn't have that much pressure. Okay, you see? Close. Yes, we gotta leave it like that. So I was thinking something like this, and actually it's not bad. I actually like that. Okay, because like I said, you need something to, like, you know, kind of have them kind of soften in this a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2 more. Might as well get that ready and out of the way. And maybe I don't have to use my die cutting machine anymore. And you guys don't have to see me suffer through it. So, because trust me, sometimes I, like, while I'm cutting, I'm praying, please come on, please come out. Like, you know. Have you tried the bubble wrap trick? You have to show me that. You have to, okay, Heather, I die cut for scrapbook, which means, you know, I, like, you know, don't do much of, like, you know, compared to like a car maker. That's what I try to say. You know, car makers, I cut a lot. I don't. I like to play with paper, but I do like to use stuff. But you have to show me the trick. Or where would I find it? Because now I know that, you know, now I'm thinking, should I just stop and watch YouTube and then go get some bubble wrap from my house? I'm sure we have bubble wrap somewhere in this house. Like, my husband, you know, works for, like, you know, a moving company. Of course we have that stuff. Somewhere in this house we have some. So see, cut the second one. So I'm thinking that, you see, yeah, it just softens the look. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, another one that talks about the bubble wrap. Now you're gonna have to fill me in. I'm like, my brain is thinking this, and I'm thinking, do you put a bubble wrap through it? Do you, like, you know? So spill the beans, guys. Spill the beans. What do you have to do? Oh my God. I have so much, like, you know, and the worst thing is, like, I say, oh, we have so much bubble wrap. And then when, like, I work for a company that I have to, like, create in samples. for some stuff. And when I have to ship stuff to them, because I don't photograph the stuff, it gets shipped to them, it's exclusive for them. I can never find bubble wrap. And then as soon as the mail, like, the box is gone, I find them, especially bubble wrap is something that, you get enjoyment out of, like, pressing the thing. But what I look for a lot is, like, those bags of air that comes like in the Amazon stuff. I love those things. I love those things. Like, it just makes it so much easier because when you put bubble wrap, you're wrapping and just having the bag of air is so big that you don't have to worry about, like, all this other stuff. Laurel later. Oh, I love that one. Oh my God. See, and now Heather, another good thing. Now I'm gonna, like, while my hairstylist cuts my hair, I'm gonna be looking at like, for the bubble wrap thingy. See what's all about. Now you have me curious. Okay, I maybe put it on this side for now. So I have my bows. I like the idea. Let's put that away. I don't need to dye anymore. Okay, perfect. Let's clean up my desk because OCD is kicking in. There you go. So you see, it actually looks quite cute. So this one, pretty much the first one, I'm going to move the stuff to the side, okay? Did you see the wasp just go through it? He wanted to be like on national television too, like he went live, Good for you, buddy. So I already like the way this looks. Let me move this, dance this. So I'm going to go ahead and commit, okay? The only thing that I'm going to do right now is also make sure that, oh, really? Oh my God. See, now, Heather, I'm thinking I'm going to go pull out, I'm going to pull out all the bubble wrap. See, I like this. The spacing, so I'm just going to go there. So I know that I have enough spacing. So I'm going to get a ruler to give you an idea more or less where I'm placing my things. I've been working on a class for somebody, and you guys know that I measure everything ish, and you guys probably laugh when I say that. But for this one, when you are creating a project for people to replicate, you have to give them, like, the proper measurements. So that takes a lot. It takes a lot to, like, commit to those things, because it is like, you have to be, you have to go through planning and stuff like that. And it does take a little bit of time, because not only you measure, then you have to write it up, and then you have to measure again just to be perfect, like, so, and then you guys can replicate without any issues. So there we go. So I'm going to stay around. The picture is going to sit around 1/4 of an inch ish, 3/8 ish from the top. Okay, because we're going to first set up the picture. So let's see there. That sits there. Everything is the way it's going to sit. Perfect. So we're going to make sure my picture is straight. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit moved. I'm going to move it down a little bit because I don't want the head of, I don't even know who that is. That's really bad Ecuadorian history. I don't know who that is. Let me ask my mom. She's here. Mami, ¿quién está en el monumento en la mitad del mundo? De que está la Gaby sentada adelante. ¿No sabes quién es? En la mitad del mundo hay un monumento de un señor. ¿Quién es?
Oh, no, es the ex-presidente de,
Sí.
ex-presidente de Argentina.
Oh, he's an ex-president of Argentina. Why is he there? ¿Y por qué está ahí?
Eran los presidentes de esta temporada con el Correa, entonces él hizo algo y
Okay, so this is a president of Argentina at that time, and they like some kind of convenient, like, and they have the bus and in that place. So that's my mother just clarified for me. My mother's here, like, for the day, because we're gonna pack after we finish. So you heard me speak in Spanish. My apologies on that. So we're gonna go ahead and start committing to this. So a little bit of foam. See the beauty of going live from the comfort of your home. So I'm gonna add a little bit of foam adhesive to my picture because I don't want it to sit flat. And commits. Okay, so now we're going to literally add a little bit of glue here. And I'm okay if this opens up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and add the edges especially, okay? So this is the part that's gonna take us probably the longest to make sure that we secure everything in place. Yeah, so here we go. Okay, we're gonna flip it a bit, see it's coming undone. So let's put it there. I'm gonna put some weight on it. Now push it in a little bit more. There we go. Right there. Oh my God, Heather, you want to find it? We'll have to watch it after. Something to watch while I'm traveling. There you go. That'll be my homework. I'm just gonna put some weight into that there. And this one is gonna, so like I said, this is the part that's gonna take us the longest. Okay, so we're gonna set this up. So I have my layers. See, I haven't covered the picture. So make sure like when you are creating something like this, like you place your tags, you play with your tags so that doesn't cover your image. That, especially if you put it in a page protector, you have to consider sometimes we do layouts that are interactive that are meant to like, some flips and flaps, and that's great. But this one most likely will go in an album. So I don't want things to be flipping out. So instead we just, be mindful of where you place things so you don't cover faces. So I like this here. I'm gonna add a little bit of home adhesive behind just to make it pop. And I could color it, and I did list the ink colors as my, but I think I want to go with neutral just so I don't overwhelm the page. Okay. And how to look about pictures. You guys were laughing that I asked in Spanish. That's okay. It is all good, trust me. So here we go. I could put it there. See, ideally I would put it there, but I will cover the head. So I'm just gonna move it over here. Okay, love that. Okay, let's go with the next one. And we're gonna go with something horizontal right here. Remember, you're not gonna glue this until you know exactly where everything is gonna sit. So let's start by gluing this. My little, and I should have added one there. I should have, could have, would have, but didn't. So we're gonna add it here. So here we're going to add it right here, and then I'm gonna punch the hole. I gotta go get my little machine. Yeah, go get the bows. Oh my God, you need to get that done. It's called the Wrap Around Elements die set, and it's probably one of our favorites because it does more than just the bow. You can create fringe. If you go back into the live sessions, we've created fringe hearts with it. So let me just get my point. Oh, I have it here. See, I was prepared. Wink, wink. Oh, I can go a little bit bigger probably. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have the two. Remember, we're gonna add something else to it. So let's just mind where are we gonna put this thing. So right now it's where do we want to add them here off the page, which is not a bad idea. So then I bring some of the balance this way. I like it off the page. So remember, this is gonna sit somewhere there. So we are going to, and this time the picture is gonna come a little bit on top of that. And I'm saying that I haven't even put it in place. So let's make sure that this is a straight. Let's put the picture straight. There we go. So let's glue the picture first. A little bit of home adhesive. See, even though like I am from Ecuador, there's a lot of like of Ecuador that has changed in the past. I've been in Canada for 30 years. So, my mother just came back from Ecuador. So no regrets, no regrets. We're here to enable. That's part of our job. No, really, our job is to show you how you can use these in your projects. And, we don't sometimes, and I gotta say sometimes because I had conversations with Kinari, we ask like, what if we have this or if we have that? Other times she just, she's a team of designers that are super talented that just see like, what's on trend and they know. So sometimes it's fun to see what they're coming up with, and then I gotta say that Kathleen and the top design team, not just, Kathleen and I, it's just because we go live, it's kind of fun sometimes to like, consider what can we do with this thing, and give you ideas because, maybe sometimes I look at your projects and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? But then again, we're all different. Again, I'm gonna make sure that I don't cover faces. So I like the way this is layered. I might pull this one a little bit more outside so that it reads a little bit better. So one thing that I want to do is I want to kind of lace it there. I'm just thinking that I might pull this out a bit more. I like that. Yes. From Ecuador, I spent it. Oh, Ecuador is beautiful. My beautiful Ecuador. I will be there tomorrow. Wherever, if everything goes, God allows everything to go fine, we'll be there by 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll be hugging my family and probably crying this life and the other one until we get to my cousin's house. And then I'll report to my husband, and then I don't know, we'll do anything. I'm up for anything, I'll have fun. So there we go. So I have these two, they're in place, and I'm okay if they kind of sticks a little bit outside of the page, because remember, we have all this empty space. So kind of balance things. So we kind of working on a zigzag, remember. Okay, movement. Now we gotta add something here. And I want to, like I said, I want the picture to go a little, I'm not committing to this yet because I still have to thread things inside. Oh, I know Ecuador. Oh, you went to the Galapagos? Oh, I would love to. I don't have the time to. It requires at least a week of my time, and So I said like something that's a little bit on the yellow. I like this. That means that I gotta punch a hole. So I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be smart. Take a piece of the backing of the, of your glue tape or whatever. I have the foam adhesive. So I'm gonna go right here. And I'm gonna punch it. Yeah, remember, it's like you can what is the word? De-stickify it by using like, the anti-static powder. But if you just like on a pinch like I am, just take a piece of like the foam adhesive backing, put it at the back and punch the hole, and then there you go. So I'm gonna thread this. I'm gonna go right there, and I'm gonna make sure that it hugs this thing. See? I like that. I think it needs something else on the back. So let's see what else I have. Something that is like, that I know I wouldn't use on another collection or something. So maybe I have this from like last week's project. I kind of like that extra pop of yellow, but see, I cut the pieces. So let's see what else I have. Let's go on the foam sticker, on the chipboard sticker, sorry. Maybe a frame. Yeah, so let's see here. See, I'm thinking that I probably would use a little bit of, I think I need to pop the yellow a little bit here, but this one says good eats. Oh, I see one that says fun. But more than that, I need like an icon. I don't need a stain because I already have this, like, the word there. So I'm trying to find something in my little stack here of stain. I would like a camera, but I think I already used the camera. So if I do this, would it like, see this kind of, I gotta be careful. If I do this, it's too busy, it's too covering too much of the oh, like this was worth the hype. I like this. Kind of coming up there. We're going to, no. See, now I'm stuck in this part. See, even we get stuck. Oh, I found it. I found the map. So the only thing is that this is sticker and I forgot about that part. So let's be careful when we lift it. There we go. I don't know if I want to just add them up like here, like this. Yeah, I'm just, and you hear the noise. Like I say, my apologies for the noise. I just think it needs something else. So for now, we're just going to, let's leave it like that. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck in there. But then we have the bow, but the bow is going to go here. Because I don't want anything else there. The bow is going to sit right here. Might as well put it in there. The yellow tag, yes, I'm looking at stuff. Don't worry. There we go. Okay, so I don't know yet. That something there, something's gonna go there. So I'm just, maybe I put a frame. I don't know. It needs something there, but I like that there. Going to the last picture. And again, I'm gonna move to this side. On the left-hand side, not this side, the left. We're doing great on time. Yeah, no, it is. Don't worry. I'm not gonna say goodbye to you guys without finishing the project. You guys know that. So again, let's start doing the important things. Let's glue the little hole reinforcer. I just think I need something yellow just to tie the yellow from there, the yellow, like, like I'm tying it with the tags. So I need to do that there too. So put it there. Because remember, I have space to add things here too. So I don't want to, even though I'm saying, oh yes, I don't want to like embellish, because I still have to add a title and finish the layout. So there we go. So I'm going to move this to this side, because I need to balance this. So I'm going to move this here. So let's go ahead and thread the back, the tag, and the bow. Carefully. Oh, I like that. And I'm going to put it behind my picture. I don't want to cover the mitad del mundo, so I'm going to move it up. Right there. So maybe a little bit higher. There we go. So this one is just going to have to go. Ooh. Right there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my picture in place. Did you saw the punch as well? No, that's just a crocodile that has different holes, in case you're looking for that. Okay, so I like that, and I think the bow is gonna go here. I can't read the tag at the back, so I'm trying to see what is it that is not. So I'm gonna have to probably pull it up a bit more here. I'm just playing with this, okay, a little bit. I like that better. So I'm gonna move this. I don't like these people at the back. So okay, that's better. Okay. The bow is gonna sit right there. So I might as well secure the bow for my feet. You have lots of space to add, journaling. You can add double pictures, make them a little bit smaller if you want to. And add 2 pictures. There we go. Perfect. So now I get to secure this. Fun. Let's flip this to the side. If you guys hear me making noises, because I'm just trying to make sure that. There we go. So this is going to take a little bit of glue, press, and some glue here. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of pressure so it stays in place. Okay, love it. Now we have this. Do I need to cut? Did I cut one for that? I didn't, so I don't think I need it. See, that gives me my little pop of yellow. I'm gonna go at the bottom like that. I like that. I don't want to add anything else there. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and glue this in place. We're almost there, guys, and we're doing perfect on time. Because we still have to embellish this. We still have to create a title. We still have to, trust me. I might sign off like 5 minutes before because I got to run to the hairstylist, but I'm just going to keep my finger there for a little bit. Drink some water while I do that. Oh, there we go. Heather can give you the information. The name of the die set is Wrap Around Elements. And it comes with the bow, the little wrap thing. There are, not a good thing that I'm covering it, but you can create frames with it. So that's the designs of the bag, okay? And it's available in the shop, so, you know. And you can find it, if you go in the description of the video, there's a link straight onto the shop so you can find all the information. So let's continue this. So now that we have that, it's dirty. Let's, oh, see it. Oh, because we haven't, we got to find out what to put here. So let's see. I have these little lanterns. I have 2 of them for some reason. Maybe I used it something else. I was thinking that maybe I can, like, you know, what if I punch a hole and hang it there? Would that make sense? No, it doesn't. Does it? What about this? Oh, I like that. See? Ah, perfect. See, I knew it was gonna come. Divine intervention. So we're gonna go ahead. See the butter brain again here in Canada, in Toronto. There we go. So now we can secure the little strip here. And that's enough. I don't want to add more because I think I'm gonna overwhelm the. So let's secure this. Press, 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 press. Good for you, Heather. Look at how you're enabling people. Go shop. That's what Heather's telling you. Go shop. Good for you. Kina will be so proud of us. Okay, so now before we move forward, we're gonna add a little bit of foam adhesive. And we're gonna add it just to make sure that the tags don't move that much. So let's go at it. And you hear, like, I don't know if you can hear, like I said, my apologies. The construction is happening here. And I feel bad for them because they are, I'm pretty sure that they are delayed, like they're behind of the construction. So all I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of foam adhesive, like behind the tag. I'm gonna put it towards the bottom so they create a little bit of extra lift that creates the dimension. And I'm using the very fine one. You see another one here and have a little piece. I'm using the very fine one so it doesn't give you tons of dimension. This will fit on your page protector. So don't, you know, don't be afraid to add a little bit. And I don't know if you say the width, the thickness of the foam adhesive. I know that this is like super tiny. So I'm just securing my tags so nothing moves. And it just adds a little bit of dimension, which is what you want. There we go. So that once you do that, then we'll move on to the next part. And that means we gotta add a few more like elements to this. Even though I said I don't want to overwhelm it, it does need something else still. So here we added a piece. My name is Heather and I'm a professional enabler. You're welcome. Yay, Heather. Like I said, Kinara will be so proud of us. Probably going. I'm pretty sure she watches it and she's like, oh my God, you guys. You know, she's our boss after all. So I'm gonna move this one a tiny little bit so it kind of move, gives a little bit of movement, a tiny little bit. Okay, so we are like not done, but the main part of this is done. So now we're gonna place it, like, you know, not place it. We're gonna set it in place. So let me get some tape. Okay, and now it's all about like centering this. So first thing, we're gonna cut the X's. And I'm gonna get another pair of scissors because this one has like foam adhesive everywhere. So let me go with this. Clean. The one here, I'm just trimming the excess. I want it to be flush against the edge. And clean. There we go. Those are the only two. There you go. We're gonna set it right there. I like that there. So let's clean up so you guys are seeing the mess that's left behind. There you go. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this into the page. You're gonna have to use quite a bit of tape for this because you guys know that it's gonna be a little bit on the heavy side. So. And I just remembered that I did not bring extra. I'm gonna leave like a ruler, which is I think 1.5 inches from the left. Make sure that you guys can see this. There you go. So we're gonna center this so around 1/2 inch from the top, 1/2 inch from the bottom. There you go. Okay, press. Title, your journaling can go at the bottom, okay? So let's continue embellishing this. Well, actually, let's work on the title and then we'll finish with the embellishing. So you see, you guys can do it. From start to finish in 1.5 hours. So if I can do it, you can do it too, guys. And now that you see it, it's easier for you. I'm just like, starting from scratch. So I'm your like petri dish, the starting point of this. So let's get a ruler to center this. And I want my title to be like, I'm gonna say kind of halfish. So I'm gonna kind of bold it right here. So I'm just gonna think, give me ideas for my title. I would get stuck with that part. It's so, it's so bad. I can put it in Spanish, but I know what it is. I think I'm gonna put it in Spanish. So it's gonna call mitad del mundo, which means half of the world, because that's the line that divides the world in half. So I'm gonna go with the generic title. And hope, and right now I'm praying that it fits. You know what I wish this had, and I gotta text Canary on this. It's I wish it had like an @ sign, like what do you call it? Somebody enlighten me, what is that called? And it's not an ampersand. Oh my god, you see there's no more 8. Okay. Scratch that. Let's go I don't have any more 8, guys. So I worked that many projects that I'm running out of 8 already. So let's see, we'll find another title. I'm trying to think right now. The titles are my nemesis. No, it's the one like when you say like @ like for Instagram, usually use it for @ it's easier. It's not an apostrophe. I don't know what the name of that thing is. It's the Instagram handle sign. Does that work? Okay, so let me see. I don't have A's, so I'm trying to think something that doesn't have A's. You can call it the @ sign. Yeah, that's what I think it's called. I don't know. Even let me see. Oh, you know what I'm gonna put? So let me just play with my pencil a little bit so I know that I'm putting it properly. How to put in because I have to use the capitals, so I'm trying to think how Okay, so bear with me while I do this. These are the things that you don't see when we do like a video because we do the writing and all the stuff on the side. So I'm using my bold, like my capital letters because as you can see, I'm out of I's. I'm out of like quite a few letters. And it's because I've worked quite a few projects for lives and stuff with it. So I love the collection. I think I'm going to purchase a bit more of it to document some of the pictures that I'm going to bring back from back home. So that's what they are. I'm going to kind of put it towards this side. It's heavy on this side, so I'm going to bold my title and place it towards the right. So it kind of balances out. You guys see me doing this, if you guys can see it. Yeah, I like that. It needs something underneath, so don't worry. It's not, like I said, we're not finished yet. We're getting there. According to Google, the ad sign is called an ad sign. Yay! I thought it was going to be a totally different name, like ampersand or something like that. Like, you know, when an and is an ampersand. I was thinking something like that. Okay, let's see, we're gonna have to get stuff. So we need something here just to balance that out. So let's bring the stuff that we have. We have a chipboard frame, we have a stickers here. Let's see what we need something here. Gonna need something here. We're gonna need something here. We need stuff down here, definitely. So let's go with this discovering new places. I think I like this here. I like it. So we're going to add it there. And where did I put my formatita? Okay, well, let's see this. Let's see, I see something here that, because I wanted to pop the yellow, going places out and about. Oh, I like that better. But I like that better just because it brings, you know, the yellow, it ties it all together. Yellow, yellow. I might add some enamel dots here just to pop the yellow a little bit more, but you see how it works. And you're gonna, I have so much to tell you guys, but like I said, you know, okay, you need something here. So we're gonna stay within like the neutral part of this. So let's see what we have here. Let's see at the foam adhesive. I still have that map, which I think it'd be like, you know, I like to see the sides. I actually like this here. See the sides. I like that for my title. Okay, it needs something here. So let's look at what we have. And I need to bring a little bit of blue, well, not blue, because I have blue. It needs something there though. So I'm just gonna go through here to see what we have. The map keeps calling my name because it keeps popping into, like, you know, I like this get lost. And not in a bad way, like, you know, but it's too big. It needs to be a little bit smaller. So I'm just trying to see what I could, you know what, I might actually go for the backpack. Put it like right here. I like that. Actually, you know what, let's move it here. Nope. Don't glue them, don't stick, don't stick. Let's see. I'm just trying to, oh, yeah, I'm going for this. Kind of make it look like it's a tag. Oh, I like that there. I like that there. I think that it, no, it's not with a Q, it's with a C. Ecuadorian spelled in Spanish has a T. The equator, the line is with a Q and a T. That's my country, I will know. Sorry, Margarita. So I like that because it kind of looks like a tag and it's bringing, like, you know, a little bit more. So let's see, we need something here. Let's see what we're gonna add for that place. We already have a see the side. We have it, the out and about for this, for an adventure. Let's see what we're gonna have. This finally here. I don't know, that man is kind of creeping me out now that I know who he is. So let's find something else. Tanya, the map keeps calling my name. So we're gonna try that map. Oh, I found something. You are here. And now I'm wishing that I could like put it as a tag there. See, I probably put it here. Oh, do you want to see me destroy my layout? This is what not to do with your pages. Okay, just in case. You see, not too much. Again, things you don't see when you're live. When we do this at home with no, like, anybody watching. But I am liking this for up here. I'm just trying to see how I'm gonna place it. I think it's too big. So I'm going to, even though I like it, I'm gonna switch it for something else, something a bit on the smaller side. Savor in these moments. Kind of like that. I don't mind that. This one, or soak it all in. There we go. I'll have it here. There we go. Okay, let's put this away. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna put this away and we're gonna get my enamel dots, which are right here. Lines of journal will be down here. So remember, like I said, yellow is gonna go right here. Just to punch the yellow, the pop of yellow, I'm gonna need, see, no, yeah, I'm gonna go with maybe the blue. Let's see here, we're gonna go with it. No, I don't want to use the red, but the orange might be something that we're gonna put it behind here. Like that, and it's probably the green here. Make a little bit of blue up here, just one. And then I don't want to add anything down there, maybe. No, I need something here. So that's the last thing, and then we are done, guys. Oh, I see this road trip. No. Do we have see the sites already? Let's go. A little pop of green, also memorable. See, no, it's too much red, so I don't want to, like, what I said. I must see this because we need to bring some of the blue. Right there. Up here. Let's see. It's too, like, see how they like just it's so dark that it's not clicking in. Oh, okay. Let's see what we have here. Best in town. I need something that is not, I don't know. It needs something here. So if you guys don't see me put something there, then just know that something is gonna go down there. I just haven't found the ideal thing yet. I keep like, the get lost keeps popping up. You need something here. So before we go, I've been talking about the map, and the map. I just think the back is just a little bit too busy for what I want to put there. Oh my God, you see, like one little thing is gonna get me stuck here. It needs a camera or something. So I'm just trying to see. So let me, the map might have to do it for now. I like the map. We're gonna add some blue behind it. And then we're gonna add a little extra pop of yellow up here. And that's it. There we go. So let me clean up. You don't want to see the mess that is not surrounding it. There you go. So that's fun, guys. Lines of journal are gonna sit right here. I'm sitting on my trimmer. The lines of journal are gonna sit right here. So this again, a layer look, a different take of a layer look, which is, don't forget that the challenge for this month, make sure you join us. Check the blog for the details, and then you can join in the challenge for a chance to win a $50 gift certificate to the shop. And like I said, the inks are coming, guys. And so is the nice cute case that comes along with it. So make sure you check it out. I do like them up there, and I like the fact that I'm popping it up. You know what I think I need before I go, because I'm talking until Heather finds a winner. There you go. Vicky Blackwell, you are the winner of the $15 gift certificate to the shop. And I'm a little geotag. Okay. Make sure you purchase something nice and let us know where you purchased. So I'm gonna flip the camera to say your goodbyes. 1 second, click one button for me. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You see all the lights coming up. Thank you so much for joining me. Vicky Blackwell, make sure you email Leah at Pink Fresh Studio. Give her a few days to respond. But congratulations, buy something nice and let us know what you bought. As always, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I am hoping to take the picture of it. Like, I'm really hoping, but it's like it got really dark right here because it's about to rain here in Toronto. So let's hope that I can take the picture before I go. Otherwise, we'll have to wait for a week and a half. Pray and hope that the light comes back on. As always, have a great time, and I will see you in a few weeks because I'll be vacationing for a while. So thank you so much. Thank you, Heather, for everything, and I see you guys soon. Okay, take care, guys.